I believe that we are now live. So, hello everybody. Um, for all of my YouTube friends, it's a pleasure to post again. If you're watching this, then you are watching episode 5 of our Scramblecraft series. We have a lovely kind of fog to our backdrop today. Sky's looking beautiful. I think it just turned day of. It is day 14, if you can believe it. We did do a little bit of organizing since the last episode. We just organized some things, kind of put everything back where it needed to go, and kind of prepared just for this episode. Obviously, in the last episode, tragedy struck as we lost our dear Miss Rat. We are going to be looking to replace Miss Rat at some point here soon. But today, actually, what we're the primary focus, I can put it like that, the primary focus for today is actually not going to be Miss Rat. Instead, we are going to be going and hunting a couple of different mobs. And we're going to be looking for something in the superhero mod pack. It's called Avenger Tower. So we're going to be looking for that. And my hope is that we'll find it at, relatively soon. I'm not trying to look for it for an excessive amount of time, but we've seen a whole lot of different structures, and it's just kind of a matter of searching those structures to find what we want. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set a waypoint. We're going to call this the Farlands over here. We'll set it to black, and this is going to be where we are going to go. Alright. So just a quick glance of the area. It looks like we've got some bad mobs, but looks like we do have a structure. Oh, there's a lucky block over here. We'll just go ahead and go pop that lucky block, see if we get anything cool, and then after that, it looks like there is another structure that we can go investigate. So we'll just go ahead and head that way. Also, I did upgrade the armor just a little bit. The reason we upgraded the armor was because our Spider-Man chestplate that we were using is in fact almost dead, and I didn't want it to break just because it's the only one that I had, and I like to keep several of one item. Okay, so that's alright, so we did not get lucky that time. That's fine. See, the thing is, you don't have to get lucky every single time. Know your value, know your worth. I am worth more than a lucky block doing me good. Well, and I'm worth more than falling into a hole over and over again. Men, don't fall into holes. It's a metaphor for life, guys. Okay, we're going to quickly run in here because I'm not trying to get stuck with a bunch of zombies in full netherite. Alright, and they are coming after us, so we're just going to go ahead and pop open this wall here. And just going to go ahead and head on out of there. Alright, plenty of enchanted books, so you'll love to see it. Alright, and there is a witch over here for sure, who's just, I'm sure, only out here for my greater good. This is, okay, there's a lucky block. This is a slime castle? Hold up, this is actually great. Hold up, we don't actually have a way of getting slime blocks right now, besides, like, farming them. So this is, okay, that's gold. Okay, beautiful. And if you're new to this series or haven't been paying close enough attention, welcome to Scramblecraft. What Scramblecraft is every single recipe in the entire game has been randomized for us. And what that means for you guys, basically, is anything that you think you know about Minecraft. Like, if you think that you can craft trees, if you think you can craft sticks with, some logs and planks, you're sorely mistaken. Because, of course, in Scramblecraft, the recipe isn't the same, because no recipe is the same. which is why whenever we're looking for very specific items, usually we're looking for them so that we can craft a recipe, but it's of course not going to be what you're used to as far as recipes go. It's going to be very, well, it's going to be a little abstract, a little different. So, we're just going to kind of run around, see if we can find some flowers. Flowers are going to be the big ticket items for today, as well as structures. Our hope is to find something in the 550 mods that are loaded in here. Or I think it's only 250 that are active, but there are 550 mods total. Oh, what is this? Yeah, we've not seen this stuff yet, so that's new. Captain America boots. Okay, bet. We'll just go ahead and grab all of those. I bet. See, this is where you make progress, just going from place to place, finding structures. What on earth was that? I have never seen a skeleton like that before. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that I've never seen a skeleton like that before. I've hardly ever seen half of these mobs before. But as is life. We are doing pretty good as far as advancement and progress goes. We're just kind of looking around right now. Oh, and this guy's got a shotgun. Can't stand the shotgun guys. They keep blowing out my armor. Oh, but yeah, we're just going to kind of run from structure to structure, just kind of hanging out. For anybody that might be on Twitch live chat, you guys are welcome to leave comments. I'm more than happy to take people's advice, to do or not do things. Oh, also, I guess I'll go ahead and mention this. We do have a challenge sheet. We can just go ahead and bring it up real fast. We have 5 quests right now that we're working on. And if you guys want to leave a comment anywhere, you're more than welcome to. And those comments will be added onto the quest log. My hope is to eventually have something like 200 or 300 quests on here that we complete before we eventually move on to a new series. Of course, I don't see us getting 200 or 300 quests done anytime soon, so that's just kind of a for the future type thing, just so that we have something to build towards and work on. Also, I'm so thirsty. I keep forgetting before I start streaming to get some water or something to drink, and I'll stream for like 2-3 hours at a time, and I'm just very, very thirsty. Okay, we've got some pretty good stuff. Let's go ahead and load up the shulker. Okay, we've got a bunch of superhero stuff now at this point, which is awesome. The superhero stuff usually is super overpowered, but with super strong mobs in the world, it's really nice to have kind of the what you might call OP stuff, just because it's really, really hard to make advancements without it. And we are eventually going to be setting up a Hall of Armors. So that Hall of Armors is probably going to include all of the full sets of superhero armor. And a lot of the armors do have some like special abilities. Like I know the Iron Man ones, some of them will allow you to fly. I think there's an Infinity Gauntlet as well. I would love to have that as kind of the crown jewel of the entire exhibit. That'd be such a fun kind of end to the Hall of Armors. I might put collecting all the suits of armor as a quest. Quest 6. Collect all suits of armor. And I don't know if that's going to be feasible or not, because here in a second I'll show the full list of items. There are 394 pages of items, which, if you do the math, is roughly 2,400 items. And I would probably guess that about 10 to 15% of those items are going to be just armors. So, for instance, if I was just to put in chest plates, there are 18 pages of just chest plates, which is awesome. But it also means that I have a ton of items to collect, and therefore a ton of crafting recipes that I will need to find and all that. So yeah, our best bet, of course, is just to go through the world and see if we can discover them. But obviously, we're not going to be able to discover every armor piece. It's just not realistic. But what we can do is... Okay, this is kind of annoying. My goodness. Bless me. Alright, so we do have a bunch of friends that are gonna come say hi. We're just gonna quickly grab this stuff and make our way out of here. I'm so glad that didn't burn. That would have been so unfortunate. We are still on the lookout for some of the Mr. Fantastic stuff as well. We have visited, I think, 2 of the Fantastic Four bases at this point, and we have yet to find the full Mr. Fantastic armor set. We do have the full set of the Thing and let's see, we have the Thing and who's the other guy? The fire-headed dude. I don't know why his name is suddenly blanking for me, but we have him. And the Thing. We need a little bit more of the Mr. Fantastic stuff. Oh, the Human Torch, that's right. We have all of the Human Torch stuff. And some of the Thing. I'm actually wearing some of the Thing's armor pieces right now. Actually, I probably should switch out for the boots. But I am wearing the Iron Man MDL 50 because it gives me 57 armor points. Okay, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for right now. Some circuit boards. I think we can use those for some crafting recipes, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. Ooh, another loot pouch. Hopefully we'll get a really nice weapon or tool out of that. Alright. More Thing boots. Let's go ahead and just pop those Thing boots on. That brings us to 125. That's such a crazy number. We have 125 armor points right now. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. Perfect. We are very, very close to completing this Mr. Fantastic set, I think. And the Invisible Woman as well. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to get into this middle floor here, but that's fine. Let's just go ahead and load up in here. Oh, wow, we've already filled up another shulker box. I tell you what, we run out of space so fast on these expeditions. That's fine. I'll probably end up sorting. I might end up sorting them on camera, but I also might end up sorting them off camera just because I'm not trying to be boring. But I really don't know. It just kind of depends. But yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we were needing. I think that's is that a Doctor Strange house? I think that is. Oh wow, that actually did some damage. I wasn't expecting it to. Ooh, is this some redstone? Oh, nice. Oh, there's a drone. We'll just kill that real fast, and then we'll head on over to the Doctor Strange building. What is that? Okay, I believe that's another one of the Marvel buildings. Why can I not jump? Oh my gosh. Yeah, jumping is important, guys. So, we'll figure out if jumping is gonna work or not today, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop in here. I believe this is one of the Doctor Strange houses. If it is, that means we can probably find some of the Doctor Strange stuff in there. And that is some pretty solid armor and gear. But of course, it looks like the door is covered up because sometimes the world generation's weird, so we're just going to go ahead and break in. I don't believe anything spawns in here. Oh, weird. I guess. Oh, here are the chests. Yeah, Doctor Strange stuff. Okay, perfect. So let's just go ahead and deposit all of this redstone stuff. Oh, that's actually really awesome. We can do some stuff with that. And we'll just go ahead and grab all of this stuff. As you can see, I'm not really looking at it too much just because it really doesn't matter right now what we're grabbing. What matters is going to be later when we do our crafting so that we can kind of see, oh, I forgot about this. Okay, so this is actually the other reason that I was coming. This is maybe the most important reason that we're coming. And it's because of this item right here. This is the Eye of Agamotto. I don't know how exactly, but I know that there's a way to get the time stone out of it. And when we get the time stone out of it, we will be able to... it's a part of the Infinity Gauntlet. And that would be really cool to make. And is definitely on the list of things that we need to do in this world. Actually, speaking of which, I should probably add that to the quests. Quest 7. Make the Infinity Gauntlet. Boom. Look at that. We are on a roll. But yeah, that's... I think that's everything that we're actually going to be doing in this... Yeah, in this building, I think that's all we're going to do. Okay, but I thought I saw one other Marvel building right over here. This one I felt like was a SHIELD headquarters, at least from what I remember looking at in the mod. Yeah, Captain America. Yeah, this is all the Captain America stuff, so we actually do really want this. And honestly, I'm probably just going to take everything just because I know it'll end up being long-term for the best. We will also need the extra storage at some point, so I'm just grabbing everything. It also, I think these guns are pretty decent as well, so this would also give us some ranged stuff to use. Those ICER pistols I think are pretty decent. Okay, how do I use them? Okay, so we need to find out how to use the ICER bullets at some point. Note to self. I'm assuming it's probably just super easy and I'm overcomplicating it, but it still would be nice to know. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, that was definitely a Hydra circuit board, I think. I think we used that in some of the villain Marvel crafting recipes. Not that it matters because the crafting recipes are scrambled anyway, so it's kind of useless, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, we have picked up a bunch of those loot pouches, which is awesome because they drop some really awesome weapons, and we've actually gotten some really good luck from them. Also, I'm very confused. I've fallen from smaller heights and gotten damaged, but from taller heights, I'm not taking any damage. And I'm not really sure what's going on with it. Okay, I have no idea what that thing is. I don't know what that red thing is over there. The red roofed place. Let's go take a look at it. First, let's break this though. Okay, just a diamond. Okay, there is a diamond block at the top, and it's not that I necessarily care about getting the diamond, because I definitely don't care about that. But what I do care about is the potential crafting recipe that it could have. Also, there is a dragon in the distance, so we're probably going to need to get out of here pretty shortly before that comes over here. And of course, I'm going to get blown up by a creeper. And a block of diamond is not going to give us anything, because why would it give us anything? Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these X-ray ores and we'll get out of here. Anything down below? Nothing of too much consequence. Ooh, there was that one area that we found that did actually have some stuff underneath, but I never ended up checking it out. I probably should have. Okay, so this looks just like the base that I have set up, so I'm not sure if it's any good or not, so I'm just going to go instead here. Alright, what do we got? Okay, this is kind of useless stuff, unless... Is there some kind of... Oh yeah, of course, there's a staircase. Let's just go ahead and go all the way up. Well, I say all the way up, but there looks like there is some stuff to be had on each floor. If it's just... I'm going to be really mad if I get to the top of this and it's just like a barrel full of apples or something. It's a very pillager thing to do. Some seeds. Okay, that's fine. We don't have a hoe though, so it's not like we can do anything with it. Okay, so that is not good. Okay, vexes, pillagers. We got those down. Oh, nice. That's actually a really cool design, putting the final chest under the boss. Or under the spawner. Okay, I swear I hear one. Okay, here it is. Beautiful. Okay. So we actually have a totem of undying now, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Okay, some emeralds. That's pretty solid, actually. Whoa, the EMC on those are crazy. Diamond sword. Okay. Nothing overly crazy, I guess. I don't think it was worth coming up here, to be just perfectly honest. But, oh, well, we're flying now, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it was worth going up there. But, you know, definitely an interesting experience for sure. Okay, we're coming up on another structure over here. We are running out of room, though, in our inventory, so I think this is probably the last structure we'll raid, and then that's probably it. That is the freakiest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't like that thing at all. I think I would very much like to not see... Oh my gosh, is that a rat? Did we try to get the rat? I think we tried to get the rat. Look, all I'm saying is the last time we tried to get a rat, we got very killed. or it got very killed. We actually have not yet died on this server. And since we have a limited amount of deaths, it's for the best that we do our best not to die. Because every time we die is a step closer to the inevitable, which is this world never being played again. So we're gonna just do our very best not to die any more than we have to. What is a Tusclan? Okay, let's come in here and let's just go ahead and what is this? Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm not a heck of a lot of competition here. And if I do say so myself, the coordination is atrocious right now. I'm unfortunately not a pro gamer. I do unfortunately have the signs of having some kind of life. Okay, but we did find a backpack. Okay, we are getting a little ganged up on, so I probably need to kill all of these real fast. My hope is that we'll be able to just kind of collect everything up and then throw this on our back. Okay, we are actually getting very low. So I'm assuming there's a spawner that I have missed somewhere that is spawning all of these guys. Okay, we do have a full... We have two full shulker boxes. We have a full backpack. I think it's probably just time to go. I do want to know what this is, though. Just get rid of this. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so my rule is I don't TP away unless I am out of harm's way. Just because I think it's cheating to just kind of TP myself to and from everywhere. Doesn't feel fair. So I will not be TPing myself until I think that I am either out of range of harm or that we are all good and safe. Oh my. This is a lot more than I expected. I don't know. Do we open? Do we not open? I think I'm going to go ahead and do... Whoa, okay. I think we should be able to just kill it. Okay, it isn't doing anything though. Is it safe? Okay, that was excessive. Alright, let's quickly just check and see if we can fit anything in here just to free up a little bit of room. Alright, beautiful. Alright, now we need to open 3 more, because once you bite the bullet, you gotta bite the bullet. Okay, did I just eat all of my lucky blocks? That was a terrible surprise. Oh, and that was a lot of TNT, too. Okay, well. I guess, yeah, we're gonna kill this thing first. Yeah, alright. Okay, so this was... Let's see what snowballs give us. Baked sweet potato, nice. Well, I did see that one rat, but I don't see it anymore. I don't know. If I see another rat, I'm gonna try to tame it, because we do need more rats. I do have an affinity for rats. I really don't know. Okay, we are gonna kill this Enderman here and hope it drops us a crap ton of pearls. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know what this is. This is an ice dragon. This is an ice dragon. That is very not good. That is very not good. So we're just gonna go ahead and run away from that. Yeah, ice dragons are nothing to play with. I might be like kitted up 125 extra hit points and 32 extra hearts, but I tell you what, an ice dragon will cook through that in a second. You have to actually get like gear for that. Like it's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and head home, and then we will go ahead and drop all of this stuff off. Oh, home sweet home. And we do have the ever morphing Rudolph. Say hello, Rudolph. I'm convinced that Rudolph may eventually become the fastest and strongest thing in existence, because he just keeps evolving, and I don't know what to do with him. I think he might start seeking blood. I don't know. So right now it looks like we are kind of maxed out on the drop, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and have to start a second chest for them all. Oh, but I don't even know, honestly. I mean, this is just a ton of items. Oh, la di da. Yeah, this is just kind of the boring part of this. It's just sorting. So I apologize for that. But also, like, I don't apologize that hard. I mean, at the end of the day, this just kind of has to get done. So I'm going to kind of talk over the plan of what we're going to do as we go through it. So first and foremost, my idea of kind of what today looks like is, or what this episode looks like, is going to be just trying to kind of better what we have. So we're going to continue to try to upgrade, try to create various storage systems and all that. We are going to look for melons and a hoe. If we can find a hoe, that it would be the best, because that means we can set up a garden. And gardens are going to be good because that means we can get a lot more food. Bone meal is going to be a big priority with that, so that we can make some kind of auto grower. All that. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. Oh, but we are, for what it's worth, we are doing very well. Very, very well indeed. So we have all of this to go through, and I'm not really wanting to go through it on stream. I just think that would be kind of boring. So what we're going to do instead of that is we are going to just try to pick out some of these loot crates. We're going to pull a couple of them, see if we can get something good. And then we might do some light organization, and then we'll probably sign off for this episode. YouTube, I'll sign off for this episode, and then Twitch will keep going for just a little bit. Alright, so there's another loot case. So it looks like there's only 3 loot cases in this one. And I see 3 more in this one. So it looks like we have a total of 6 loot cases, which is pretty awesome. Let's just go ahead and rapid fire them off. And we'll check and see what we got in a second. Okay. So for the first one, we got a soft edicer, I don't know. While holding the tool, get the absorption effect. While holding the tool in the rain, mine faster. Okay, so kind of interesting. It does do more damage, and it is a little faster than my current axe. But I think my current axe is better because it has the saturation effect, and as you guys know, that is a lot nicer, especially when you're trying to just work. Fair Mingray, so this is a pickaxe. Speed is a little faster than mine. Damage is a little lower, a little higher as well. But let's see what the effects are. While holding the tool, ores around you will... Interesting. Okay, ores around you glow, and breaking any block will cause all... Okay, so veiny and detecting. Okay, that's actually really, really nice. Okay, we might... I don't think we're going to switch, but that is nice to know. Right-click on the top with the tool. Okay, not my favorite one, just because I don't think a sword should have, like... an ability that would be better suited for a pickaxe. Like if splunking was on a pickaxe, that would be awesome because then you could place torches that you want, but I don't hold my sword while I go mining, so I don't really think that is as useful. It's still a nice sword, but I don't think it's very useful. Okay, this one's interesting. It's a sword, 6.83 damage, 1.0. Minus still a lot better. My current sword is still a lot better, but eventually the sword will break and it would be nice to have a backup. Okay, so it has a lifesteal, but it also can start fire. Okay, so this could be nice in the nether, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, wow. This has 3 effects. That's sick. Okay. Upon breaking a block, while holding ores around you. Ores? On an axe? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure I like that at all. And withering. So I love that it has 3 effects on it. I think this is the first 3 effect tool that we've seen, and I think that's great. That's really, really awesome. But also, we don't really need a 3 effect tool if none of the effects are like super tailored to the axe. You know? Like I like it, but it's not. It's nothing crazy. So I think we're gonna probably pass on that one. And then the last one. Okay, another 3. Okay, this one we might use this one. Okay, fire starter, right clicking on the top. Okay, we've seen that. You get the healing effect and you get veiny. Okay. Oh man. Is this a better pickaxe? Guys, I think I love our current pickaxe, but I'm not sure if this one might be better. Also, I love that we're getting more of the 3 effects. Like, that's awesome to see. I don't know how high they go or how many effects you could have, but that's really nice to see. I'm going to go ahead and cache all of those, and I'm not going to use them for right now, but we may revisit that conversation in a little bit. It really just kind of depends what we end up doing. I also want to go through some of these enchanted books, or at least organize the enchanted books, just because I feel like those are we got a ton of them while we were out. And I really enjoy the enchanted books. Not even because I think I'm going to end up using a lot of them, but just because I think that they're a really cool item to have, especially when you get a bunch in bulk. You're able to have a little bit of fun with it. So when we get this completely full, I think that's when we're going to know we have way too many books. I don't see us getting that full soon. But I mean, with the rate we're gathering items, I wouldn't be surprised. I love that we have the Eye of Agamotto, and I know how to get the Tesseract. And you get the Tesseract by fighting and killing Red Skull. And Red Skull spawns in like this really interesting looking structure. I don't exactly remember what it looks like. I could point it out if I saw it. But it'll be interesting to meet and fight him again. Yeah. But yeah, we're doing pretty good as far as that goes. We have plenty of seeds and food. The biggest concerns that I have right now are just whether or not I'll be able to kind of build up that rat army that we've wanted to. Also, I forgot about our backpack. Maybe we should unload that backpack, because I almost want to say that we had another loot case back there. Okay, we did not. Also, I'm struggling to figure out how to get the items out. Oh, I guess just like this. Never mind. Alright, we are going to go ahead and just put these away real fast. Also, I really want to know what weapon oil is, because I've been seeing that on a ton of swords. And I don't know if it's something that's like achievable or if it's like achievement based. Like I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get it, but I'd really like to, because it seems like a really good thing to have. So I need to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, as soon as we finish unloading this is probably going to be the episode. I'm also just really tired. So that's, yeah. Yeah, we have done pretty decent so far. And I think that there's still plenty of room to kind of improve on how we do things each episode. So, obviously, if you have any notes or comments, please tell me. I'd love to hear them from you. Don't just give me a like. Don't just hit subscribe. Just say hi. Just comment. Let me know how I'm doing. If there's anything you would want me to fix. That kind of thing. I'm always looking for the opportunity to get better. So, yeah. This has been I think, a really good episode. A little uneventful, unfortunately. But they don't always have to be super eventful. Like, it really just depends on kind of what the episode's on. But my hope is that next episode we finally find another rat and train it up. Because right now we have really been struggling. Actually, let's just see if we can find a rat real fast. We have time before this episode is over. We got about 5. If we don't find a rat in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and call it. But if we find a rat, we are going to name it. And we're gonna name it after the late Mrs. Rat. May she rest in peace. For those of you guys who know who Miss Rat is, props to you, because that only the real ones know who Mrs. Rat is. What on earth is this zombie wearing? So these drones annoy me so bad. Okay, we just need to find Miss Rat the second. And then I think we're happy-go-lucky. Corrupted round axe. That's actually so cool. Yeah, they drop such cool items. Oh, well, we needed this for more of these light blue shulker boxes. So now that we have some of those, that's perfect. You can only hope that you get lucky with stuff like that. Also, we need an ender chest of some kind, but I don't exactly know how to make one of those. You know, given the whole recipe scrambled thing. We're just looking for a rat, so whether or not we're attacked by mobs or anything, it doesn't really matter, since the only thing that really matters is plagued. You didn't have to be plagued, bruh. Oh, I freaking hate these things. Okay, so we just got plagued. Okay, it only lasts for 5 minutes, so I'm sure we get healthier. Okay, why aren't we getting any better? You're supposed to get better as time goes on. But right now we are... Okay, is our health decreasing? I think our health might be decreasing. Okay, our health is in fact decreasing. It's not going back up. Okay, we don't currently have a way of... Okay, what just broke? Oh, my pants broke. Yeah, okay, this is a little bit of a problem. We don't have a method of healing, I don't think. Yeah, we can't eat. Okay, and the plague is just restarting. So I think what we're going to have to do, because we're just losing health, is we have to get something to regen the health. And I remember one of the weapons that I had in the house gave you the regeneration effect. So we're going to go hold that for a minute to regen. And we'll probably keep that weapon with us, at least for the time, just so that this plague will pass. And apparently we need to be careful about going near mobs and other animals, because it will give it to us. So... Okay, only 4 minutes, but without our health going up, it's really hard to manage that. Okay, so it's this one. Oh, wow. The plague is really winning out over it. Oh, that's not good at all. I'm kind of shocked at how effective this is. Maybe this is something to note for the future. Like if I ever want to play just a really cruel joke on somebody, I just give them a corrupted rat. And then boom, you have the plague. I feel like if I did that, I would be playing that Plague.io game. I don't know if anybody's played that before. That's a fun game, though. I mean, yes, you kill everybody on Earth, but yeah, it's a fun game if you don't consider that. Or even if you do consider that, honestly, like it's just a fun game. I strongly recommend. Yeah, so there's that. But I would say that this was a moderately successful day. It's unfortunately just not a whole lot of moving parts and stuff, so maybe I need to make a little bit more of a task for next time. But this was pretty eventful, and I will give myself a pain. Wait, hold up. Do I? Oh my gosh! Look at what on earth? This is terrifying. This is what it looks like when I'm plagued. This is disgusting. Oh wow. Okay, so that's something. All right. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And until we are no longer plagued, we are also not leaving this house because I'm not risking getting my horse sick or any other rats because I think they'll probably just reinfect us over and over again. So, without further ado, that is all for today's episode. Make sure to check out the stream, Twitch. I'm still going to be streaming right after this, so you guys don't have to worry. But if you're on YouTube, make sure that you go check out the Twitch. Go check out the YouTube. Leave some comments. Let me know what I can do to work on. Thank you.